fight, give me a fight, give me a fight. Then I fight one night, I fight one night. Bullshit, I want to fight again so I can take my ass to and cruise on by. Rematch. I wanna check. Doom, 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 doom. Tyson Fury, man. Tyson. Listen, you got Tyson Fury having a rematch clause for a fucking novelty fight that nobody really wants to see. You know, maybe some UFC people. You know, the crowd of Francis Ngannou. You know, he's accumulated quite a bit of buzz around him, you know, simply because, you know, he's a KO artist. He knocks people out. He's kind of like the Deontay Wilder of, you know, the UFC world, right? So that's what we have. But I'm about to get a burger, dude. Marlon, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Counterpunch to you, my man. I'm going to the one and only Freddy's Steak Burgers. No, I shouldn't be eating this shit, man. I've been eating clean all day. Now I'm going to fuck it up with a burger. Great. I don't know. I'm going to get that California burger. But anyway, Mr. Tyson Fury, you know, this is the place Tyson would be like, yeah, bring me a Tyson burger. I would like a, they should make a Tyson burger. Give me 6 patties with a pint. Extra mustard, extra mayonnaise. Hey, how's it going? I'm all right. I would like your number 3.
Is it a combo?
Yeah, it's a combo, actually. You know what, actually? It's a combo.
Anything else?
That's it.
$11.90? Or here to go?
To go. Thank you. All right, so where was I, guys? Yeah, Tyson Fury, he could come in here, order a 6-patty burger. Let's get his preparation for Francis Ngannou. You know. So rematch clauses. So you're like, okay, what's the deal with the... Okay, yeah, they're out. They're out of cherry Pepsi. Rosie Mason, cold, wet, windy, and miserable here, man. Oh, man, that sucks. Why the hell is there a rematch clause in an exhibition? Richard S., you have asked the $100 million question. Why? You know, and it just shows you. I mean, you might say, well, it's security, but then security from what? What are you trying to secure? What are you trying to do? And we're going to get to that in just a few. Bars. Hi. Your cherry Pepsi's out. All right. Because I don't even want to eat any of them, like drink any more of this shit. Tyson has lost the plot. Danny Chappelle. I mean, we honestly don't know what the plot was. You know, let's talk about this for a minute, right? Think about the plot. Okay, the plot. The legacy that we have with Tyson Fury. What is the most significant thing that he's done since he beat Wilder in 2021? Okay. It's July of 23. So that means that basically he hasn't done anything really since then. I mean, you can count the Dillian White fight. Dillian White kind of definitely, you know, damaged his resume and his career by getting knocked out by a 40-year-old. So it wasn't really that impressive because somebody else had already done it on top of somebody else already doing it for Dillian White, right? So beating Dillian White wouldn't matter. Deontay Wilder, though, wasn't beaten by anybody. So he was the first to do it, and he claimed sole possession of doing so. Okay? But there's not been anything since then. And then after he beats Dillian White, what happens? He retires.
Sir, my apologies. We're currently out of the cherry Pepsi. If you would like, I do have cherry juice from our natural cherries, and I can make you a homemade one.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's go for it. And so after the Dillian White fight, right, he retired. And the reason for him retiring, he said that he wanted to retire after the Wilder fight because he had knots on his back and his neck, and his dad feared for his life, and he got hit and had a concussion and all that. Skrilla 50, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. That boy Fury is a complete disgrace. Marlon, I'm gonna laugh myself to death if Fury loses. I bet Usyk won't even be interested. He probably won't, and he shouldn't. Let's just be real. What ends up happening in situations like that? It's called karma. Karma seeps in, and when karma seeps in, it's you see it. Like sometimes it's instant, sometimes it takes a while. Because when you pull a lot of stuff like, hey, I want to fight this guy, hey, you're a bum, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nobody really wants me, nobody wants this smoke, I'm the best, but you can never get your ass in there with anybody with any kind of real competition. And then you fight somebody that you feel, oh, I'm safe, but then here's a bonus, I get to make a lot of money by doing so. It's going to come back on you at some point. So, Danny Tedlock. Yeah, hit that like button. Absolutely, guys. Hit that like button when you come in. Now, with Tyson Fury, though, I feel that a lot of things that he's doing, he's just showing people that he really doesn't care. But I think most importantly, he's doing it to stay safe. Because, see, he knows. He cares about people in a sense, but he also knows that if he loses, he knows that the same amount of people that he's had that was on his side, that rides his cock, won't be around when that happens. Okay, he knows that. That's his fear. See, he can make people angry, he can make people upset, he can make people frustrated, he can get people to the point where they want to tear their hair out messing with him. But then if he loses, nobody will really care. You have to understand that. So Tyson Fury is trying to stay in that sweet spot. He wants to be loved, right? But most importantly, he wants the attention, And the gratification is if no one ever beats me, no one can ever say that I'm not the best. But anybody with good goddamn sense would know if you don't fight anybody and you stay undefeated, by default, you're not the best because you haven't fought the best. Fuck your record. Fuck the fact that you never lost. It doesn't matter if you fight a bunch of clowns or a bunch of people that that you're far more better than. It doesn't take a genius to be a matchmaker. Okay? You know who are good matchmakers? Pimps. Okay? Pimps are good matchmakers. That doesn't make them fucking geniuses. So these promoters and stuff like that, Frank is doing his job, and Frank also is doing his job by defending Tyson Fury the best that he can. But even he looks like an ass when all those negotiations between Joshua, Usyk, then back to Joshua, then Usyk again. It's getting to the point. It's like, dude, are you really expecting us to believe that you can't fight any of these fucking guys and you can't make a fight with them? And what's worse is you got Mauricio Suleiman egging it on because all he cares about is his 3%. He doesn't care about boxing. Mauricio doesn't give a shit about boxing. He doesn't know half the shit about boxing. He's just a politician that likes the idea of getting paid. Okay? That's that. Our active champions allowed to do exhibitions. What if he gets hurt against Ngannou and can't defend the belt? Or is the WBC just going to allow him to hold the belt hostage? Richard, first of all, that's exactly what's happening. They're allowing him to fight an exhibition, and they're stopping him and securing the passageway for him doing so. They don't give a shit. I just explained to you. They don't care. They don't care about any of that shit. Mauricio don't care about the WBC or who holds the WBC as long as the WBC is held by someone that salary is comparable of that 3%. If that 3% on top of what, 30 million, give me 3% of 30 million. Okay, I would love that. That's a check. You think Mauricio wants to fuck his check up just because he wants to grow some integrity? No, because integrity don't pay the bills. Integrity doesn't cause corruption to keep him fed and his whoever fed his whatever he has or whatever he has to do, because I don't know anything about Mauricio Suleiman. I just know he's a real big bullshitter, and he talks really good English to say absolutely fucking nothing. That's what he's good at. His English is great. He talks all around in circles, and it has to be great to talk about the way he talks about it. He talks like a fucking president that wants to be president. Out with Tyson Fury at this moment. Tyson Fury is a victim because he cannot find good, adequate fights. Therefore, we need to help Tyson, and we'll support our champion throughout the day's continuum. So we are looking and processing what we can do. Man, get the fuck out of here with your bullshit. So yes, Richard S. Remember, our mission or their intention is to keep Tyson Fury there. If he gets hurt, he's going to call him another victim. Tyson was a victim for fighting Ngannou, which is a very dangerous opponent. And because he was in battle with this opponent, risking his life with this opponent, he was injured. Therefore, we cannot force him to challenge any mandatory fighters because of his physical condition. I would not say I would do this for everyone because I am a biased piece of shit. Fucking kidding me? Yes, that's exactly what you're saying. And it doesn't even make sense. It sounds stupid to hear. Oh, let my current champion fucking do an exhibition. That makes no sense at all. When Floyd Mayweather did that, he was not a champion. In fact, he wasn't even, I don't even know if he was was he even a sanctioned fighter? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, man. So I don't know what it is with Tyson Fury. I just know him getting a rematch clause at this point shows you a lot about Tyson. And think about it. A rematch clause means that if Francis Ngannou feels, or at any time, okay, at any time in this, whatever the fuck it is, spectacle, event, Francis might catch Tyson Fury, they're going to justify, listen to what I'm telling you, okay? They're going to justify reason to exercise the rematch clause. That's what it's going to be. Tyson Fury doesn't have anything on the line. Tyson Fury doesn't have any reason for a rematch clause. This is an exhibition. However, since it's an exhibition, okay, I want you guys to pay attention to me. That rematch is there to ensure they will fight again so he can duck all of the fighters that are current challengers. That's how they can justify it. Again, that's why he put the rematch there. The rematch clause is there so Tyson can activate it, because Tyson is going to create a situation, or maybe Francis will. They're going to create a situation where you may see a ooh and you may see a ah, but that is there to ensure a second fight. And on top of that, okay, Tyson Fury getting beat by Francis Ngannou. If he gets beat by him, he gets a rematch clause. That's warranted. I don't have a problem with that necessarily, but then why would you then see, Francis doesn't know, okay, that he has one or not, which I think is dumb. I think that's really careless on his end. Like, dude, you know, I guess he's been with Dana White so long, you know, the Fidel Castro rules over there with Dana White, you know, I guess he never had to worry about, you know, rules like that, you know, in boxing and contracts and shit. But the point is, he still doesn't know. So he still has to get the intel to know, hey, do I have a rematch clause also? So if he does have a rematch clause, you do understand, based on the amount of money that Francis Ngannou will make, why do you think he will not take another payday like that fighting Tyson Fury once again? Counterpunch. Okay, so yes, more than likely, Tyson Fury's going to box him, hold him, box him, move, box and hold him, box and move, repeat the process for 36 fucking minutes, win a fight. He will be declared the victor. Francis Ngannou, if he has a rematch clause, because they didn't tell him he did not have one, what's going to happen then? He will activate that rematch clause, and Tyson Fury will say, well, I have to fight Francis Ngannou. It's in the contract. It's in the contract, boyo, so I don't know what to tell you. Fuck everyone. I tried to fight anyone. Oh, Usyk didn't want to fight me. Joshua's a scared pussy bodybuilding bitch. I can't fight anyone. Joe Joyce is, I can't. That's what's going to happen. So since these boxers don't want to fight me, I guess I'll go to the MMA war, baby! You know, and I'm like, dude, I've had enough of your bullshit. I've really had enough of your fucking bullshit. Good evening from London, MG in person, Inspirations 108. Okay. Shout out to you from the UK in this piece. Salute from Santa Fe Springs, California. Javi Go. Counterpunch to you. Skrilla 50. Fury fleeced the boxing community 3 times with fights that the fans wanted. Vladimir Klitschko rematch. AJ and Usyk. Yeah, I mean, he tried to do I don't know if he tried to do it with Wilder. I can't say that. I can't say that, and it makes sense because Bob Arum already had a venue set up 2 weeks before that arbitration supposed to have been finalized. So he already knew. Daniel Weinstein, I think his name is, you know, Jewish. Bob Arum, Jewish. Good friends. Good Jewish friends tend to be friends, especially in the same boxing. If he's a good friend of mine. Okay, yeah, you guys probably went to fucking school together, bro. Happy Hanukkah. So yeah, he knew. Bob fucking Arum knew. His friend, Daniel, probably grew up in the same neighborhood, Jewish family, right? Jewish neighborhood in New York. Yes, he knew. He had already told him, like, this is what's going to happen. We're not going to let everyone know just yet. You know, let Tyson Fury know that he will be fighting Deontay Wilder, but explain to him, do not let, okay, do not let anyone know until we drop the bomb. And then all of a sudden, Tyson can call Prince Khalid. Yeah, it was a shit show. People were shitting on Tyson big time. And what people did was, they put a break because they seen such a fantastic show of events from Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, because Deontay Wilder was literally trying to kill Tyson Fury because he actually believed the bullshit that the people that supported him were making up about him, or he was spewing. He believed that shit. You know, I'm like, damn. How delusional can you be? You know? Um, I don't know. Because St. Don, I would want to believe that. More than likely, that could be the case. But we don't know because Francis doesn't know. So fuck. If he doesn't know, then what are we really talking about? What are we really dealing with? You know? It's a one-way rematch clause, the Ferocious says. Okay. Because according to this morning, Francis didn't know. So Francis had to get told that it was one way. Okay, maybe by Frank Warren, maybe it was on Talk Sport, but his handlers should know that. So that's the strange thing. Are you related to Chris Watts? Who's that? So no, I'm not. Why the hell is it a rematch clause in an exhibition? It shouldn't be there. Rematch clauses should be if, like if the champion wins, his championship belt is not on the line. But to me, like I told you guys, fucked up my whole flow, honestly, because it's so hot. It's like 104 outside. It's probably a little hotter than that, to be fair. It's hot as shit out here, people. It's not no fucking around. But no, with Tyson Fury though, he sets a rematch clause in there. But I think that just is a way for him to fight exhibitions. I don't think he's gonna fight anymore. And here's my thing. I don't give a shit if it is. I don't care if he fights another boxer, because But you really can't look at Tyson Fury at any serious rate, and I'm gonna tell you why. If he decides, the motherfucker's 34 years old. I know he's almost 35. I think his birthday's August 13th or 18th. But if he decides not to fight again and he wants to fight exhibitions, that's fine with me. Drop the fucking WBC belt. Drop the belt. Drop the belt. Drop the belt, and then you can do all the fucking exhibitions you want. You can make all the money you want. But you can't call yourself the best. You can say you can look, he can claim to be anything. He can identify with being the best if he fucking wants to. But understand this, guys, he won't be the best until he fights the best. That's just what it is. That's just how it's going to go. But you really can't take him serious like that. And all the shit he talks, it's just like, okay, you beat Dillian White, you retire. You come back supposedly to win the sake of UK back. You remember that? That's why he can't. He wanted to reclaim, to avenge Anthony Joshua's embarrassing loss to the midget, the rabbit, Alexander Usyk. Where the fuck is Usyk at? Usyk is fighting Dubois with the same promoter that he has. He couldn't get the fight done with his promoter, but he can get the fight done with Daniel Dubois. I just find that shit strange. It's just too damn strange to me. Just too strange. It's just stupid to the point where people believe, like, hey, how about this? How about this? I'm the best, but I'm only fighting guys that only have one punch. That guy that I beat, I already all beat. Let me fight Dillian White, my sparring partner. Hey, let me fight Derek Chisora in a trilogy. Oh, that'll bring eyebrows. Like, nobody gives a fuck about you fighting a trilogy for somebody that didn't give you a fight anyhow. Just so fucking stupid. It's stupid. But he's going to fight Francis Ngannou again. So that means he should give the belt up. Since, here's the problem. He's protected by Mauricio, just like Mauricio protected Wilder, just like Mauricio is going to protect Tyson Fury, because the 3% is still where it's at. Now, keep in mind, okay? Mauricio has no integrity, but does Tyson Fury. See, if Tyson Fury decided to show any kind of integrity, he would drop the WBC belt and fight exhibitions. AJ and Wilder fight for the belt. Winner gets it. They should. That would be perfect. Because then I think it would be more an incentive for those guys to fight on top of the fucking heavy cash flow. Joshua has an opportunity to become a 3-time world champion and the first-time WBC, because he's always wanted that WBC strap. Whereas Wilder has a chance to become a 2-time world heavyweight champion and get that WBC belt back. So, yes, they can fight for it, and fuck it, they can fight for it twice. I don't care. You know, Alexander Usyk is picking off where Anthony Joshua left off. I think Anthony Joshua was unofficially blocked. Okay, he was blocked. He was froze out. Joshua was froze out anyway. So I think Usyk is taking the place of Joshua. He's fighting all the mandatories because Alexander Usyk was once a mandatory, which is cool, which is good. Tyson Fury, a fucking clown. So he can do all that clown shit all day long, but keep a belt that's supposed to be legitimate out of it. But guess what? The belt and the people that run the belt, the sanctioning body, they're not legitimate. They're not acting like that. You know? They're not. I agree, Counterpunch. What Tyson Fury is doing is stupid, and he swears him and Wilder are the 2 best heavyweights. We'll never know. Those are just 2 motherfuckers fighting. That 2 biggest best heavyweight bullshit, those are just 2 guys fighting and not fighting the other guys. That's 2 motherfuckers pretending they're kings on an island when you got islands around them that are much bigger, that seem a lot better, that has more resources and all this other shit. But it's just me and Wilder. These guys are living in a world of their own. You know, because that's Deontay Wilder's, you know, what did he do? He beat Luis Ortiz. He can hit hard. Ooh. So could Under Shavers. Kurt, I bet you Fury will bring his WBC belt in despite the match. Yep. He will bring that bitch, flossing it around. Good point, bro. Kaloyan. Kopev. Yeah. I bet you he'll bring that belt in like it's meaning something, like he's putting it in on the line. I'm getting more to fight Ngannou than Usyk is getting Dubois. 70-30 is fair. No, motherfucker, it's not. Because you got a unification versus a mandatory. A mandatory is something that you got to do. Okay, a mandatory is like, hey, you got to come to work. It's mandatory. Meetings are mandatory. That don't mean you want to fucking do them. If Usyk probably had a chance like, nah, I think I'd rather fight someone else for a lot more money. No, tell that to the IBF. Tell that to the WBA. Tell that to the WBO. He can't tell that to the WBA, the WBO, or the IBF because mandatory means exactly that. He's following the fucking rules, people. So you guys are trying to justify. Some fucking people are idiots. Okay, hey, 30% is good for him because he only made $6 million. You fucking idiot. It's a mandatory. Fucking Dubois is not Tyson Fury. Fucking Dubois is not a fucking real champion. He's a WBA regular champion, which means he's a mandatory. That's what it means. I gotta give you guys your homework and put your motherfuckers through tests because some of you guys are stupid. You're talking, he could have made more money than Tyson Fury. He's supposed to make more money fighting Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury's a champion. Duh. I mean, like, you guys look, and if it was anybody else, you could see clear. I guess the biasness or the fanboys is some type of mental fucking disease. Because saying stupid shit like that, been listening to too much of fucking dirty throat ass Frank Warren. He would have made more with Tyson Fury with this 30% than he did to Dubois, so he shitted on the luck. It's a mandatory, bro. He had to do it regardless. Regardless if he made 8 million or 1 million. He still had to fight Daniel Dubois. Who the fuck is Daniel Dubois? A mandatory. He's not a guy that people are wanting to love to see. You want to know how I know that? Because I post the news, okay? I follow the news. I report the news. That's what I do. Counterpunch boxing news. And guess what? When I do report the news on Daniel Dubois versus Alexander Usyk, it is not worthy because people don't want to see that shit. Why? Because it's not the fucking fight that we want to see. That's why. Nobody cares if when Alexander Usyk boxes up fucking Alexander Usyk, he will be just another fucking name on the list. But he's not a Tyson Fury. He's not an Anthony Joshua. He's not even a fucking Andy Ruiz. He's a Daniel Dubois, bro. They got beat by Joe Joyce. Like, so stop that. Oh, 30% is enough for him. Yeah. You guys, the motherfuckers, are acting like Alexander Usyk is a mandatory for Fury. He is not. It's a unification bout, bro. That's the difference. Unification means exactly that. When all the motherfuckers come together, in this case two, okay, when all the belts become available online to fight for them. Whoever fights for them and wins gets all the belts. Winner takes all. That's not fucking mandatory. That's exceptional. So that bullshit y'all guys are talking up, like I hear it and I'm like, and I'm like, okay, I know you're fans of Fury, man. I know. I mean, look, I would like to drink and hang out with Fury. Keep that white shit to yourself. But I would like to hang out with Fury. But Fury, it ain't all about fun and games all the fucking time. Sometimes you got to do your job. Sometimes you got to be held accountable for what you're supposed to be. He's supposed to be a WBC champion. He's supposed to take everything the way it's supposed to go, and he shouldn't let or allow anybody, just because they're giving him an easy ride, allow him to have an easy ride. That's what. He's not a fucking movie star. He is not that. So people need to understand what he's supposed to be. Act like one. Okay? You're a champion, act like it. Don't act like a fucking clown. That's what it is. And I'm not hating on Tyson Fury. I'm just tired of his shit. You fight one fucking guy, and that's Wilder, that you cherry picked in fucking 2018 when you came back 300 fucking pounds. You know, you didn't try that shit with Joshua, did you? No. You guys do know what happened when he came back, and the thought came back of fighting Joshua. What did he want? I want 4 tune-ups before I fight Anthony Joshua. Eddie Hearn was like, no, motherfucker, you're not going to get 4 tune-ups. I'm not paying you 4 blank-ass checks to fight 4 bums before you take on Anthony Joshua. It's not going to happen. That's what happened. That's why he didn't fight Anthony Joshua. But what he did, he seen clumsy, wild, reckless, powerful Deontay Wilder and decided, you know what? Let's go for Wilder. I will beat Wilder. I can beat Wilder, no problem. Regardless of my fucking partied out, fat, flabby ass, deflated, coked up, ex-beer body, I can beat Deontay Wilder. So he picked Deontay Wilder to fight. He cherry-picked Deontay Wilder. But ironically, Deontay Wilder cherry-picked him because he was fucking, oh, this is an opportunity for me. So he decided, hey, I'm going to fight Fury. Fat as he is, okay, out of shape as he is. That motherfucker was 400 pounds at one time. Deontay Wilder was laughing at the opportunity because he was sitting there licking his fucking chops, waiting for a knockout that he almost got. I can't wait to knock out Fury. Fury beat Klitschko. I ain't fight Klitschko. Do you guys see what I'm saying? That shit was premeditated, bro. It was premeditated. I'm serious. It was not anything like you thought it was going to be. So that's that. But people talking about that, hey, yeah, we got to see what happens type shit, bro. Stop. That 30%, that boils me, because anybody that knows boxing knows that that was one of the worst deals that you can have. Okay? Yeah, James Wood, it is ironic. Usyk getting $6 million for his Mandos. White got $8 million at 20% for a Mando. Do the math. Okay, all right. Here's the point, St. Don. Dillian White, first of all, is a UK crowd filler. Okay. He was stopped by Povetkin in COVID. He got his shit back. I don't know if he was still in COVID. I think he was still in COVID when he got his shit back. Okay. So for him making 8 million, and the cheap motherfuckers didn't even want to give him that. So what you're doing is you're comparing Tyson Fury to Alexander Usyk when you should be comparing Tyson Fury to Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder. See, that's what you're doing. You're saying, oh, well, he was the mandatory too, and he got more money for fighting Tyson Fury. So he only got that for him. No, you're comparing it in a sense where if Tyson Fury was the big swinging dick versus Anthony Joshua. Okay. So, in other words, how much money, and ask yourself this question, how much money did Alexander Usyk end up with fighting Joshua? James Bash. Peace, Kurt. Another classic rant in the books. Man, oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'll bring that down for you. Hey, can you give me that bone for Jet? That bone for Jet. The steak bone? I love Wilder's impersonations. Yeah. And they didn't want to give White that money, though. They didn't want to give White that money. So you're saying, and you're comparing, and you're making, and see what you're doing, St. Don, I know what you're doing. You're making Alexander Usyk as though he was a mandatory. So what the fuck? I mean, what's the difference? I don't understand you. That is no good for boxing. They all will do it. We want the best fighting the best. Yeah. But you're trying to market, we'll do the math. And, at 20%, Dillian White got more. Well, understand, Dillian White got ripped the fuck off because it was a purse bid. There was no purse bid for Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury. There was a purse bid, which Usyk won. Okay? Frank didn't win because Frank didn't want that fight. Ask yourself that question. That's a Frank Warren fighter, right? If that's a Frank Warren's fighter, Kurt, I can't believe you're saying Fury cherry-picked a champ. That's what he said, St. Don. It doesn't matter if you leave or not, but I'm just telling you the facts. That's exactly what he said. Tyson Fury said, I cherry-picked Deontay Wilder. So what are you talking about? That's not what Kurt said. That's what Tyson Fury said. Your guy. That you are the resistance. I can respect it. But sometimes you have to understand what a person says doesn't make sense.
Yes, I'll come down and see if you be hot and hot.
Okay. Tyson will everything but do nothing. That's what he said. Usyk accepted the 30% because he is highly confident in his ability. And that scared him. Everybody knows that. At least Usyk will fight anyone or win, lose, or draw. Yeah, because it's a smaller scale fight. That's crazy. Don't get too emotional, man. That's not healthy. You're getting emotional over a grown ass man to the point where if you see that he's doing something wrong. He cherry-picked Wilder. Are you telling me he cherry-picked Wilder? That's what the man said. He said, I cherry-picked Wilder. And gonna fuck around and catch him, and boxing will look like a bunch of exhibition having, rematch having, Twitter finger divas. Stranginess, yeah, actually, believe it or not, yeah. Gary could have picked Anthony Joshua easily, and that would have been made easy, but he knew he could beat Wilder. Well, yeah. I mean, for Tyson Fury, for both guys did the same thing, and they both fucked themselves at the end. Now, the good thing is they need some money off each other. They had a pretty successful saga, but it wasn't founded and it wasn't created to see who was the best fighters. It wasn't. When anytime a fighter looks at another guy and sees prey and sees a rabbit instead of an equal opponent to challenge, you're going to have BS, okay? That's what happened. Tyson Fury looked at Deontay Wilder and said, you know what? I can beat Deontay Wilder. Even in my condition, that's how confident I am. Why do you think he made that fight so easy? He took the $3 million, which he claimed to donate to charity. Remember that? Which I really didn't care about that. You know, but again, stop talking a bunch of shit if you haven't done it. And this is another thing. Wilder, he made the fight happen because he was trying to show up Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua and show them how easy it is to make a fight with another side other than themselves, to show them that they're being difficult or they're cherry picking. That's what happened. Well, you're talking about somebody that's been there. You're talking about somebody that knows, okay, the whole story, back and forth, the facts, the rumors. I know them all. I know all this shit. So you can't tell me, oh, he didn't plan on fighting Wilder and Wilder was going to be that. Listen, the only thing that helped Tyson Fury is Tyson Fury got knocked down twice and he damn near didn't get up on the second one. That's the only thing that helped that fight, that saga. If it wasn't for a couple right hands, 2 punches, Deontay Wilder would have been an easy cherry pick, and then everybody would have looked at him shitty. He wouldn't be the person he is if it wasn't for him landing those right hands. It didn't make him better. It didn't make it. The second rematch showed you he didn't learn anything from Mark Breland. He wasn't allowed. What's the other guy's name? JD's. Malik Scott was around, but he wasn't training him, right? So he didn't learn anything. Okay, so what was the significance of Wilder? Everybody wanted Wilder to fight Joshua, which that fight didn't happen because DAZN offered him money that he didn't take. Al Heyman persuaded him otherwise than to not take the money because he said the money was Mayweather training money. Mayweather and Deontay Wilder are not in the same stratosphere. Wilder doesn't like Mayweather at all. He doesn't like him. He doesn't respect him. He may have a little enviness. He envies him like he does Joshua. That's why he doesn't care for Joshua, because Wilder wanted something that those guys had and he didn't. Fame. I mean, that true fame, that shit like, oh, people know you around the world type stuff. Okay? I love boxing. I don't want that, but it'll look like that. Yeah? Tim Bradley, not going to happen. St. Don, no, I'm saying Usyk doesn't do the numbers. Well, what I'm saying is Usyk just made $60 million fighting Joshua. Joshua's the prize. Fury hasn't fought Joshua. Okay? Fury's last biggest fight was against Dillian White, right? So Dillian White, he made 30 million, right? Did he make 30 million, St. Don? Okay, so I'm trying to make this shit fair and break it down. So you're telling me, okay, Tyson Fury beat Derek Chisora in a fight. He got 30 million because, you know, he's getting this money based on, you know, his popularity because of the decline of Joshua. All right. So, but you have a guy that beat Joshua, the reason for the decline of Joshua, Usyk. Usyk just got paid a shitload of amount of money as a champion to beat Fury. After he beat Fury, guess what happened, St. Don, if I can refresh your memory? Tyson Fury praised him. Tyson Fury hugged him. Tyson Fury looked him in his fucking eyes when he photobombed Bob Arum. Remember that? And you remember when Usyk photobombed Tyson Fury? Okay, so they looked at each other, real good work, real smooth or whatever. Shit, 3 or 4, 10 minutes ago, he was calling Usyk to fuck him and he's an asshole. Whatever. He was giving him respect at that point. You had 2 champions there, one on both sides of Bob Arum. Bob was sitting there smiling with both both guys, both champions. And then when the negotiations started, okay, this was when Tyson Fury's supposed to have been retired. Okay, so I'm like, okay, so Tyson Fury's retired, you know, after he beat Dillian White. He beats Dillian White and he's out. He claims, I want $500 million to come back to the sport. That ain't happening. We all know that wouldn't happen, right? So what ended up happening, he stayed retired until Usyk beat Joshua again. When he beat Joshua again, Tyson Fury came out and said, I'm coming back to the sport because I have to do this for the fucking UK. It didn't supposed to have anything to do about money no more. It's supposed to have been like, hey, I'm going to beat this little bitty ass heavyweight rabbit, Ukrainian middleweight, whatever the hell weight. I'm going to beat him for the UK. That's what happened. That's what's supposed to happen. But it didn't happen. No. You know, then it turned about back into money. Back into Saudi Arabia didn't offer him enough money. He was rumored to ask for too much money from the Saudis. And the Saudis to this day has mentioned, hey, we will offer him, what's the word? How did they have an exceptional offer or something like that? You know, a very good offer. Take it or leave it. That's how it goes. Okay. And Tyson still supposedly couldn't find a fight. And you know that December date was set for Tyson Fury. It wasn't set for fucking anybody else. Because he signed with Skills Challenge to make sure Tyson Fury didn't want to run the fuck off and go back to the UK and want to pull some 30-70 bullshit. But here's the catch. The 70-30 split was supposed to have been in Saudi Arabia. That's what Alex Krusik said last week. Alex Krusik said, hey, we were going to accept the 30-70 in Saudi Arabia. Tyson Fury didn't want it. So, listen, he's fighting Francis Ngannou. He's putting a rematch clause on there. That's being implemented. If he was so sure that he was going to win, or he was so sure this was going to be one fight, why are we hearing about a rematch clause anyway? Why are we hearing about a rematch clause in the first place? We don't have to hear about a fucking rematch clause if that's the case. If we only gonna see this spectacle crossover fight like Mayweather and McGregor, they ain't came back to fight again, right? That's been fucking 6 years ago. Okay? What a journalist can we expect to grill Fury about the whole situation? Doesn't seem like anyone has the balls to press him on this. Frank Warren and John Fury trying to defend him as a joke. Well, they're doing what they're supposed to. If I'm John Fury, I would be doing the same shit. I would be defending Tyson Fury too. That's my son. I ain't faulting John Fury for that. I'm not faulting John Fury for that. Frank Warren, he's supposed to be doing exactly what he's doing. Lying. You know, especially when it doesn't look good. It does not look good. I don't fault John Fury. I don't hate the man. It's not nothing like that. But I know when someone's blowing smoke up my ass. I know when people's lying. I know that much. Sure I do. I know when that shit's taking place. You know? So you're coming from both guys that are designed to lie for the one guy that matters the most to him. His promoter and his daddy. Okay? The promoter and his daddy are going to lie for that fighter. Tyson Fury. Look, that chicken shit comment that Alex Krusik made, which it was a chicken shit comment, people, that he made about Tyson Fury. It was chicken shit because he didn't say what it was. That's what made it chicken shit. You know, because I mean, if you have something to say about somebody, let that shit out. You know, but if it was that deep undercover and that secretive, it could be something that could ruin Tyson Fury's career. What it could really do is put the final nail in the coffin. What he knows about Tyson Fury, what he knows about Tyson Fury, okay? What he knows about Tyson Fury is the fact that he knows that he will be the guy that could say what he needs to say that Tyson didn't want that fight. We all pretty much know Tyson didn't want to fight Usyk. This is what he wanted to do. Tyson wants to have fun. Tyson's a party man, bro. Tyson's a party man. He likes to get full. He likes to do a little blow. He likes to slam broads. Then he likes to come home and make another baby with his wife. That's what Tyson Fury likes to do. He likes to train to keep himself upbeat so he won't get fucking orca fat, which is smart. You know what I mean? He's a millionaire. He's a millionaire farmer athlete champion boxer. That's what Tyson Fury is. And I say farmer because from this point on, people, I want you to listen to me, all 200 of you guys. I want you to listen. Tyson Fury is no longer a champion to me. He's not. So let's start treating him the way he acts. He's doing exhibitions. The WBC is not on the line. If the WBC is not on the line, that means he's not defending the belt. Defending the belt, aka the kingdom, okay? I.e. the kingdom. The king. Okay? Understand that. If Tyson Fury is not defending his WBC belt, I don't care if Mauricio doesn't make him at all. He just cares about money. It doesn't matter. What matters is what he's doing. What matters is what he's not doing. That and those are the things is what matters. And what matters is, and what we see, the belt's not on the line. Yes, he will bring that fucking belt into the ring. He will. He'll bring that belt into the ring. He sure will. But he won't be fighting for that belt. The sport of boxing doesn't mean boxing won't fucking make someone murdered in the ring. You can still murder someone and they can really fucking die. Okay? Wilder duck AJ. Wilder duck at AJ Everett. Wilder is always the most prestigious. Now it's the biggest joke. That's true. They think we are all stupid. Yeah. But you know, Tyson Fury, you know, and I don't think he wants that straight up and down job. I don't think Tyson Fury is a guy that's designed to be anything but a spectacle. He should be a WWF wrestler. You know, he could talk all the shit he wants. He could do all the drugs and all that. He could shoot himself full of steroids. He could, you know what I mean? But I mean, other than that, I don't really see him. He's not a WBC champion no more. I'm sorry. He's not that. He's not a WBC champion. Since he's taken this fight, since he's not, this belt is not on the line, he is no longer the WBC champion. There, I said it. You know what I mean? I mean, if you can argue with me, please do. I want to hear it. I want to hear this shit. Let's stop calling him a champion because he's not. He's not a champion any longer. That shit's done. Honestly, the shit was done when he beat Dillian White. He should have been stripped in, but the WBC didn't. So let's do it ourselves. Tyson Fury, until you fight someone in the top 5 of the WBC, will you be considered of being a WBC champion? That's how that works. See, Mauricio don't have the fucking balls to do the right thing because he has dollar signs in his eyes. They're all jiggling around in his eyes. Don't matter, Spartan. The page has gone crazy. This page has gone crazy. Yeah, spot on, Kurt. Fury's an idiot. Enough said. WBC ain't a champion belt any longer. Usyk is undisputed without even fighting Fury. And it's sad. You run off. You let a fucking 220 or whatever, 25-pound middleweight, farmer's cruiserweight guy that's your fucking brother or your brother's size run you to the fucking circus show. That's sad, Fury. You let fucking Alexander Usyk, I am Phil, run you away. That's like Joker beating Batman and Batman leaving Gotham City never to return. Maybe the IBO belt should be recognized over the WBC. I said that like a couple weeks ago. Maybe it should. Maybe it should, people. So now I'm going to sign a petition. Here's the petition. Here's the deal. The WBC is vacant. Tyson Fury doesn't own it because he's not defending it. He is off, okay, currently off fighting UFC or former UFC heavyweight champions. He's not a fucking UFC fighter, people. He's a boxer, okay? You can't take that away from him. He's a fighting man, but he's not fighting for the WBC. That makes him not the champion of the WBC. Fuck putting it on hold. I'm not going to allow Mauricio with his shenanigans. Fuck it. I'll sign a petition if you guys are with me. We can shut this shit down. Let's shut this shit down. The WBC, okay, motherfucker, you either strip Tyson Fury or you will no longer be recognized as one of the sanctioning bodies. Or you give it to somebody else that you make and you demand fight for that fucking belt. If you don't, we are going to protest. We're the ones that protect that. Because guess what? If the fucking fighters don't eat, the sanctioning bodies don't eat. If the sanctioning bodies don't eat, they're going to find another way to eat. That's how we need to see this shit, and we need to follow it through. Now, by Y and N, who the fuck is with me? I'm dead fucking serious, because this is stupid. Now you got rematch clauses, so you can stretch this shit out. Who's with me? Seriously, who the fuck is with me? Who is with me? Y or N? No or yes? Okay, Abdul, Mark, Wesley, in contest. Nikki, Blue Eyes, Austin, Rosie, let's go. Let's go, Skrilla 50. The WBC should be abolished as an organization between Fury. No, they just need to fire and get rid of that motherfucker that's ahead of it. But that won't happen because it's called nepotism. Okay? Come on. Who else is with me? Oh, so hot, dude. The car is hot. The ferocious no. Okay. That's the only way we're going to do this, man. That's the only way. That's the only way. Mark, Mike. It's hot as balls in Mississippi. Wesley Gamble, bro. I'm 2 states over. We're in the same stratosphere. But I mean, who else is with me? Who else is with me? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? No, enough of this clown shit, man. Enough of the clown shit. I mean, enough of it. Seriously. Like Mauricio, he's been doing that shit for the last 5 or 6 years. You remember what they did to Dillian White? You guys remember what they did to Dillian White? They made this man wait for damn near 3 years. A little bit over 3 years, really, right? They made this man wait for 3 years to fight the WBC champion and took this man's money. Yeah, he took those, he paid those sanctioning fees. He paid those cocksuckers for them to screw him over. Yeah. No, I mean, because see, this is what needs to happen. I'm not a kind of guy. Boy. Hey, what's up, man? Give this to Jet real quick. I'm on live real quick.
Okay.
You leaving?
Yeah, I gotta jump side, Joe. You wanna ride with me? Backside of Pflugerville.
Yeah, sure. Hold on. Okay. I don't forget nothing, Kurt. And exactly what you say was we hate so much. Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, it's up to us to make this shit happen. If we can't make it happen, we need to stop it from happening. That's how we look at it. That's all it is. The Godfather of boxing. Yeah. Follow me. Because see, with Mauricio, what he's doing, nobody's saying anything because people are in line to stand. They're in line to wait for this fucking belt. That means nothing. And it keeps making a fool out of these fighters and keeps corruption going and all the bullshit flowing. We can't have that. Tyson Fury's fighting Francis Ngannou. Yes, he's making millions, but what does it do for the sanctioning bodies and all those other people that are putting their lives on the line, that's getting in there, taking punches and blows for this fucking sanctioning body that's not really taking it seriously? You have to see what I'm saying. We be corrupt. We be cunts. Dude, we be curs. Like, seriously. Oh!
Oh, my bad.
Is that water?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey. There you go, man.
Oh, that's it right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The mob has the power, not the WBC. We decided who's champion. Oh, Oogie. Oh, shit. We talking about the mob. Well, listen. Mauricio needs to go. We need somebody to at least pretend like they give a shit. You know? Psycho Crusher, what's good, Skrilla? But yeah, man, listen, that's what we need to do. I'm going to organize it. I'm going to construct it. I'm going to put it on my community. So you guys go over there. This has been a lit live stream for the thousands that will be attending and the hundreds that are attending right now. Let's get the WBC out of there. If Tyson Fury is not defending the belt, that means he's not the belt. So that means he needs to give up the belt and allow someone else to fight for it that's actually going to be willing to fight the best for it, like Frank Sanchez and company. Okay? But anyway, you guys, I'm signing off. Love you, peace and love, and everybody has been counterpunched. Peace!